his first game, I still think it.
I think you're caught up in the sauce. I think that Odell Beckham Jr. is electrifying, no doubt. Nothing away from him. But he's about 3 pounds. He's about 3 inches shorter, about nearly 30 pounds lighter. And I think that you're limited in where you can put him on a football field. Now, his speed, his athleticism, his ability to catch the football and all of that stuff is obviously rarefied air. I think he's one of the top 3 receivers in all of football. And if you want to make an argument to me that he's just as, if not more electrifying than Antonio Brown, okay, fine. Even though Antonio Brown is big time in my eyes as well, they do the same things on the football field, not just as wide receivers, but also in special teams, which I saw Odell Beckham Jr. performing in yesterday. But when I think about a wide receiver, I think about, you know, money on the line. Not to say that Odell Beckham Jr. is not there as well, but again, I'm thinking about the bigger target. I'm thinking about physicality. I'm thinking about the kind of things he could do. You could put him on one side or left or right side. You can put him in the slot. You can do a whole bunch of things with Julio Jones. Odell Beckham Jr. is so electrifying that the places that he's limited in which he can play, he can make things happen because of his speed and his athleticism and his catching ability. But I think that outside of that electrifying speed, I think everything else that he has, Julio Jones has, combined with size and being a bigger target, and that's why I give Julio Jones the edge.
You guys have like this amazing ability to be really, really right and really, really wrong all at the same time. I think it makes you both geniuses, by the way. I came on here to say Odell Beckham Jr. was the best in the league, and then you talked me out of it with your argument for him, because you mentioned guys like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and Michael Jordan. I got confused and mixed up all in there because he's none of those people. He isn't. But what Odell Beckham Jr. is what I've been standing on the table saying Antonio Brown has been for years. Because everybody will make that argument about Julio Jones. It's the size, right? And that's something you can't teach. That's something you can't coach. And Julio Jones has those things, plus all the other things that these guys have in a bigger package. But I used to say this about Antonio Brown, and now Odell Beckham Jr. has moved into that spot for me. I used to say if you take all of that away, sort of like your pound for pound argument, right? Because if Lomachenko fights somebody other than Walters who's big, he's going to lose because of the size. When we were all going through the assembly line in heaven, right, and we had our shopping carts, right, there's some receivers who only had one. Odell has like 3, right, and it's full of speed and agility and hands. And so when you talk about overall receivers, when we take height out of it, Odell Beckham has the largest toolbox of any receiver. He can run every route. I don't agree with Stephen A. that you can't put him certain places because he can play slot. We've seen him run the ball from the backfield. He can be the #1 receiver outside. And the ability, if you saw it yesterday, the ability to catch a crosser with Joe Hayden, thought to be one of the league's better cornerbacks, chasing him and totally outrun his angle and the angle of 3 other people to score the touchdown.
Little slant, take it to the house.
That is rare. And he can do that. I think that's something that Antonio Brown used to be able to do. I feel like he's lost a step of that explosiveness, which makes Odell Beckham Jr. take that spot of pound for pound best.